Good morning, YouTube, and I hope wherever you are safe and you are well. I hope that you are really good. And good morning, Facebook. It is so good to be with you. And welcome to this morning's live. Hello, Chi. Good morning to you, my lovely. So glad you can join us. We are going to be doing lots of psychic assessments if you comment. So this is called Be Psychic Now or Be Psychic Soon. Hi, Digital Soldier. Hope you're good. So I am Sheila Maria. I am a psychic medium. My type of mediumship is that I teach people that are insanely talented. So if you enjoy this video, please would you give it a thumbs up, a like and a share. I have already shared that when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a massive card pull for anyone that would like to receive one. So help me get there, and then we can help you with that. Oh, California, beautiful. I'm coming to America next year. Not California, but I am coming to America. So Facebook is a little bit slow. I can only work with you if you tell me that you're there. If you don't, that's entirely fine. So this morning, this is the plan. We are going to be talking about I want to give you some behind the scenes information about what it's like to be psychic on a daily basis. And I've actually got some really funny stuff that I'm going to tell you. And then if I see, I know the world is crazy. I absolutely know that. Hi, Michelle, my darling. If I see that you would like me to have a look at you, then I will be picking a couple of you to tell you how psychic you are today, and also to look at your psychic blocks as well. So with no further ado, let's get into this. So I'm just going to take a moment just to make sure I've got everything I need. Just bear with me. Just let me grab my charts. Okie dokie. Right, so what's it like being a psychic every day? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you something really funny that happened to me this week. I was in bed, me and my husband were in bed, and we have a black cat who sometimes gets in the bedroom, but he wasn't in the bedroom. And our bedroom is right above this room, which is where I do all my readings and all my courses from. And we are used to lots of phenomena in our room. We're both mediums, my kids are mediums, and it's just a natural part of life for us, and it doesn't worry us at all. Anyway, so we heard this very, very loud purring next to my bed. My husband gets up, he's wide awake, the light is on, and we can hear purring at the side of my bed. I had a jaguar next to me, and he was protecting me, but I wasn't in a trance, I wasn't asleep. I went to sleep with a spiritual jaguar next to me, and because we're both psychic, we could both hear the jaguar purring out loud. It was incredible. Another example of what it's like to be psychic every day, we were also in bed again, and we have many portals in this house, and literally in the mirror you could see the portal of reality going like that, and it's right in front of our bed. So being psychic every day for me is completely normal. I know when something's coming. Don't necessarily know what it is, but I know when something's coming. And I'm not talking about positive things there. I do know when people are going to pass away. It's not something I would ever share, but I do know that. So I know if somebody's going to pass away. I definitely know when not to do something. That's a large part of being psychic, is knowing when not to do something, but I don't always know why I'm not doing it. And definitely, you know, as far as loved ones is concerned, I always know what's going on with loved ones, even if they're on the other side of the world. So being psychic every day is quite natural. And I think a lot of people, when they're wanting to be psychic, look at it as something that you should be able to prove. Now, this is the biggest ego death. And that is when you are being psychic, you do not know it unless you say it. So let's say, so I've got my complete mediumship course, which I'm launching. I'm so excited by this. And I know some of you have signed up to be, volunteers for that, because we're going to be doing loads of readings. One of the biggest ego deaths I get with people that are developing to be psychic is that they've had things happen, right? Maybe they've seen an apparition, or they've heard a voice, or they've had a vision, or they've had a prophecy, okay? And they think that by developing, they're going to be able to get that all of the time. Good morning, Amy. Lovely to have you all here. When phenomena happens, it happens for two reasons. And I'm talking as a teacher here. Haunted house phenomena happens either when your guides want to get a message through, or your aura is very low and you're picking up things that anyone could pick up. Okay, very often that happens if you're ill. It happens if you're grieving. It can happen if you're under a great amount of stress. And it is not really a denominator of an ability. And very often what I will see is I will see people that have had a handful of psychic occurrences, and they think it's always going to be like that. Now, if you're picking something up to do with your child or your spouse or your family or your friend, there's an automatic soul connection there. They're a soulmate. And so being able to tell when something's going on, or something's about to go on, or something has just gone on with someone that you care about, or someone that you have a bond with, that's only occurring because you've got soulmate contracts, okay? When it comes to being psychic as a working psychic for other people, you don't have that soulmate contract unless you are working with them over a period of time. So when it comes to people doing psychic readings, and I personally do not use tarot. I do not use tarot in any form in order to do my psychic readings. But the reason that a lot of people use tarot is that the psychic ability that they have with loved ones or friends or spouses or people that they have a soulmate contract with, it isn't as active when you're working with someone you don't know, because it is those lines of energy between you and the other soul that allow psychic impressions to pass, and they're called connectors. And there are many different kinds of connectors. You've got spiritual connectors, you've got healing connectors, you've got psychic connectors. You've got astral connectors as well. And these basically are like the power lines that run between our houses. These are the ways in which psychic phenomena is transferred. Okay, good morning. Okay, so I've got my guides here. Orion is here. So when you're working as a psychic daily, when it's your living, you don't have that. You don't have that soulmate connection with your client unless you're working with them regularly. So you don't have those psychic connectors that allowed you to get that phenomena about your loved ones. And this is a smack in the face for people that are psychic but want it to be just like that, because it was just like that with their son, or it was just like that with their grandma who died. It can't be, and it won't be. And that's why you see a lot of psychic readers use tarot, because it bypasses the ego and it allows the receptors, the neurons within your astral layer, to actually receive psychic impressions from guides. So if you are wanting to be psychic for people that you don't know, okay, and you want to know that you're going to be accurate before you give them a message, good luck with that, because it doesn't happen. I see people that everybody would love to be a working psychic. Everybody would love to be a working medium if there were no development involved. The people that are meant to do it are the people that are willing to get it wrong so that they can actually get it right. So all the times when I am doing mediumship, I do not know that what I have is right until I give it. There is no way of knowing. And one of the things I will be doing on my complete mediumship class is I am working with a group of about 9 mediums, 8 mediums, because somebody has dropped out, 8 mediums who are going to be trying many different types of mediumship. But I am not expecting them to get everything right. And that's why a lot of you have volunteered to be read for by my people. Hi, Kaz. Hi, Natika. Kaz is one of my mediums. Veronica is one of my mediums. Hey, Shin. I dreamt about you last night, Shin. Hey, Tracy. Chaley, it's not that kind of live unless you want some advice about your psychic ability. If you want some advice about your psychic ability, I'm very, very happy to help. Just let me know what it is you're having a problem with. Hi, Andre. So let's move into the topics in a little bit more detail. So I've given you the behind the scenes information. Okay, thank you. So Orion says, every person who's psychic has got a very particular role to play, and they are all different, okay? Some of you are meant to be healers. Some of you are meant to be light workers. Some of you are meant to be elemental workers. Some of you are soul workers. Some of you are angel workers. Some of you are here to work with children. Some of you are here to work with animals. Some of you are here to work with the collective. Some of you are here to heal earth. Some of you are here to act as catalysts. There is no such thing as one type of light worker. Okay, there are 12 soul types, and within that 12 soul types, there are many, many different roles that you agreed to fulfill before you came to Earth. So the only way I can really do this is to tell you about my role. So I am what we call a leader soul. I am on my last physical lifetime as a human. I am here to catalyze and teach and shock people. I'm here to create awareness. It is not an easy role. I am not here to heal people. I am not here to tell people what they want to hear. And I'm definitely not here to predict things that people want me to predict. I'm here to lead, catalyze, and teach the teachers. That's what I'm here for. So what I want to say to you is, please don't think that just because you're psychic, that means, you know, it means one thing. It can mean many, many different things. Oh, thank you, darling. I love you, Michelle. I love you so much. So, let's talk about how you can be more psychic soon, okay? Because that was the title of the live. Again, if you're enjoying this, you may also enjoy the Spirit Center. It's going up in price. As soon as I get hold of my web lady, it's going up in price. But at the minute, it's just £20 a month. You get access to lots of psychic classes. You also get a monthly reading, a personal reading, and a personal activation. And those of you that have signed up to Spirit Center, I know several of you are here, we're doing a free Q&A on Tuesday night as well. So I'm adding that in as well for you. Some of the courses on the Spirit Center, we've got psychic energy healing. We've got the abundance blessings course where you get an abundance blessing with each of the videos. I don't think that's up yet. We've got the money angels. We've got connect to your guides, intuitive mediumship level 1, and spiritual communication through a pendulum. So you get an awful lot for 20 quid a month. I am actually going to be taking the £9.99 option off. So that's something I'm doing next week. And that's all on my website. So, how to be psychic soon. Okay, so the first thing you need to be doing is you need to be activating alpha state. I will do what I can do in a minute, my love. And who is CL? I would need your name, please. So, where were we? Be psychic soon. So you need to activate alpha state within your daily life. And the easiest way to do this is as you go to sleep at night. As you go to sleep at night, call forward the guide that you trust the most and have it create a meeting place where you are going to talk to that guide as you go to sleep. What happens as you go to sleep, after you go through REM, which is rapid eye movement, your soul comes out of your body, and the first place you go is you go through the astral layers that surround Earth. And it's as you go through those astral layers that you are at your most psychic. And then you exit the astral layers and hopefully you go to the spirit world, which is where we do our work. So in order for you to be more psychic, you need to be activating that alpha state as you go to sleep at night. Okay, that's the first thing you need to do. The next thing you need to do is you need to decalcify and you need to rid your astral third eye of toxins. So you've got, obviously you don't have a physical third eye, you have an astral third eye, okay? Your astral layer is the first layer of your aura, and you have a copy of every organ and every muscle within your astral layer. Your astral layer is also the part of you that carries world energy, energy from soulmates, toxins from where you work, stress. And your third eye, if you just imagine your car window, if you never used the window washers, you wouldn't be able to see out of the window. So the main reason that people's third eyes are not working properly is that your third eye is completely chock-a-block with astral energy. So you need to clear your third eye, okay? That's not something I'm going to do for you out of a session, all right? Because there are different things that can block your third eye. Sometimes I see people, and I'm happy to have a look at you. I'm going to cherry pick, and I'm happy to see if you've got stuff over your third eye, but I can't do anything about it, to be fair to me, outside of working with me personally, because that's my business. So I see people that get energy thrown at their third eye. Very often spouses do this and teenage children do it, right? Teenage children that need a kick up the arse throw energy at their mother's third eye, and spouses that do not want to be kicked up the arse throw energy at their partner's third eye as well. So those are two of the things that I see commonly that can absolutely screw up being psychic now. Okay, what else? Okay, so the other thing you need to do is you need to get used to communicating with your guides telepathically. Your guides will not always be within your aura. So at the minute, I'm communicating with Shiva, who's one of my guides. Shiva is a Syrian water elemental. And he's in the star realm of Sirius. So I'm not communicating. He can't come to Earth because it's too dense, not even the astral realms. So I'm communicating with Shiva telepathically. You need to get used to communicating with your guides telepathically and not always expecting them to be in your aura, because some of your guides will not be able to be in your aura because of the energy that's there. So you will have some guides that can be in your aura. So Orion can be in my aura, and you will get some guides that will always communicate with you telepathically. So learning to communicate with your guides telepathically, especially, Michelle, the fairy guides and the elemental guides, that will help you to be psychic as well. Okay. The other thing that will help you to be psychic is to regularly clear the front of your aura, okay? Because the front of your aura is where psychic attack energy lies. And if you've got psychic attack energy over the front of your aura, and you'll see I'm going like this because psychic attack energy usually is here, 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 and the solar plexus. Okay, so clearing the front of your aura from what we call veiling and netting can have a big impact on your psychic ability as well. Okay, the other thing that they're saying is you need to work with auric energy crystal. Auric energy crystal. It's not a physical crystal, right? Physical crystals are nice, but I'd look rather odd with a great big rose quartz in front of my body as I'm trying to do my shopping. So you notice the t-shirt I'm wearing? So what we suggest is that you ask your guides to actually put auric crystals in your aura to magnify your psychic ability. Oh, yeah, the spiders, the etheric spiders. Okay. That's another thing, Michelle, I'm going to talk about, people that snatch energy, right? There are people that will never, I'm going to say this because a lot of you are psychics. There are people that will never pay for a reading. They will never invest in their psychic ability, and they will expect you to do it for nothing. And I'm talking here to those amongst you who already know who those people are. And I love a freebie. I absolutely love a freebie. But what I won't do is I won't snatch people's energy. And what you'll find is that there are people that are like me, and they snatch your energy psychically, and it literally feels like after you've done a class or a live, it feels like somebody's taken a lump out of you. Okay, so asking your guides to put an auric crystal to enhance your psychic abilities, but to protect your psychic energy or protect your psychic balance, that will make a big difference as well. Okay, let's have a look who's on Facebook. Okie dokie. Yay! And you're all enjoying. So why do we get connections with some guides better than others? So great question, Barb. So some guides can come into your aura. Some guides can come into your aura and some guides can't. Okay, so the guides that can come into your aura are the ones that are most like you vibrationally. So Orion is most like me, right? And so he can come into my aura because he's very used to me, and his energy is just very strong. Shiva is very, very elemental. So Shiva can't really come into the earth atmosphere because his energy is just too light. So what, like Rose is my angel. She is with me a lot, but only when I'm in a good place can I hear her. Okay. I doubt Orion is your guide, sweetie, because we're not talking about Orion the Archangel. We're not talking about Orion the Archangel. It is my personal guide. So is it possible we can have only one? Do you mean one angel, Joe? Because no, I've got 9 guides at the minute. No. You've got 4 guides with you as we speak, and one that isn't with you at the minute, Joe. You've actually got a tiger with you, Jojo. You've got a tiger with you as I speak to you. So, right, let's move on. So one of the things that I said I was going to do is I was going to cherry pick some people to tell you how psychic you are today and what psychic blocks you've got. Okay, so who would like me to look at what blocks they have? Who would like me to look? I'm probably... Yes, your fairy guides can absolutely come into your aura if you're very fey, Chaley. Would you like me to have a look for you? And yes, Kaz, guides do change. So they change periodically, but your main guide never changes. So Orion never changes, but you absolutely do have other guides that change. They come and go as your energy evolves. Okay, so I'm going to work with Chaley just briefly. So Chaley, you're 60% psychic at the minute, which is brilliant. I want you to do something with that. Let's have a look at what's blocking you. I would definitely work with Archangel Gabriel, Chaley, because that's going to help you to develop, because what she does is she will plug gaps in your gift. Just bear with me. Chaley, you've got blocks due to a lack of structure, which is normal. Your root chakra is blocked, and you've got some psychic third eye blocks as well. Okay. So, Tracy. Tracy, you're not blocked at all. Your aura's a little cloudy, darling, but you've got no blocks at all. You've got a lovely guy called Liliana with you, Tracy. You've got a lovely guy called Liliana with you. She's lovely. She's actually a Yahel. She's a Yahel. She says, you're coming into your own, Tracy. And she says, you've also got a native guide with you. Let's see if I can get your native guide's name for you, because I can see him. He's lovely. Just bear with me. No. Oh, hang on a minute. What's your name? And where are you from? So, I've got a guy called Okuma with you, Okuma, and he says he's not native. He says from the Yukon. So he ain't classing himself as native. He says he's from the Yukon. So I'm assuming that's like the Yukon National Park or the Yukon Territory. But his name is Okama. Okama. Okay. Male, young, very opinionated. That's it. That's it. You've got it. But he's not native. He's very proud. He's very, very proud. He's very tall. And he says lineage is a matter of pride. He's really lovely, Tracy. So he was your brother in a past life. And he says, Yukon people know themselves. We do not confuse ourselves with others. We know who we are. She knows who she is. And I am proud. I am proud of her. He's lovely. He's really lovely, but he's Yukon. He's not native. Oh dear. Right. Okay. So, let me pick somebody else. Oh, Chaley, awesome. So I am just going to let you know I have got one place on my complete mediumship course. I had somebody who paid the deposit, but for whatever reason didn't follow through. So I have one place on the complete mediumship course. Now it is an investment, which I'm not expecting any of you to make, but I am just letting you know. So it's all put on my website, the complete mediumship course. We are teaching you evidential mediumship, intuitive mediumship, spirit guide mediumship, akashic mediumship, soul groups in heaven, how to clear haunted houses, and in-depth aura reading. And what we're going to be doing is you're going to be doing loads of readings. It is an investment. So the Spirit Centre is just £20 a month at this point. The complete mediumship course is a 4 to 5 week intensive course where you get all your resources. You're going to be doing readings at least twice a week for people. You'll be getting feedback on those readings. You do not have to be the finished article. I don't want people that know that they are a medium on the group. I want beginners. I want people that want to give something a go that scares them a bit, because we're going to be practicing lots and lots of different types of mediumship. And it doesn't matter whether you can't do some of it and you can do some of it, but you can't do it. It's supposed to be fun. One of the biggest issues that would-be mediums have is that they're scared to get it wrong, because if they get it wrong, they think they're crap. They think that they're not talented, and that's not right. You've got to be able to practice. You've got to be able to be able to do different kinds of readings. There's going to be people you can do mediumship for. There's going to be people that you can't do mediumship for. So the complete mediumship course, apart from ectoplasm, okay, we're going to be covering every single type of mediumship that I personally know. It is £350 for the 5 weeks. It is possible for you to pay in 2 payments, but I would need £99 to secure your place. As I say, I have had somebody that let me know. No, not at this point, Natika. I'll probably do it next year, but this is the only one I'm doing at this point. But if you want to be a medium, you don't have to join the sessions live, because your homework's going to be set for you. I would love to hear from you. As I say, I had somebody that for whatever reason didn't follow through, and I would love that place to go to somebody who is ready to take the next step. Okay. Chailey, if you want to join, that's absolutely fine. It would just be a £50 deposit just to hold that place. But anyway, I'll leave that with you. You can message me. It's on my website. It's on my website. If you want to join, it's on my website. Okay. So we are going to look at what was it we were going to do? Remind me what we were going to do. So I'm going to cherry pick somebody else. Let me just go to YouTube. Okay, Karen, let's have a look at you, sweetheart. Digital Soldier, what is your name? Can you tell me your first name, sweetie? Okay, so let's have a look. So tell me your first name and I'll absolutely have a look for you, but I just need to know your first name. Okay, awesome. Right, so first of all, Karen, let's have a look. How psychic is Karen? So at the minute, you're 50% of what you could be, sweetheart. Hey, Jennifer, 50% of what you could be. Let's just have a look at what blocks there are. So blocks due to a lack of structure, that is very, very normal. You've also got some past life blocks, Karen. And your crown chakra is blocked. So when your crown chakra is blocked, there are 2 types of blockages from the crown chakra. You've either got what we call astral plane energy. It's also known as Asheville plane energy, okay? And that is basically energy from the world. And you've also then got false guidance, okay? So what you really need to do is clean your... So this is for Karen CL. Digital Soldier Kathleen, I'll come to you in a minute, okay? So this is for CL Karen, okay? So you need to clean your crown chakra, and I would recommend working with Archangel Michael for you, Karen. I would also recommend working with, let's have a look. I would actually say work with Mother Mary as well. Okay, so let's have a look at Kathleen. So Kathleen, and by the way, so Kathleen, you're quite talented. You're 65% psychic at the minute, my darling, which is amazing. That's incredible. So the advice for you, let's see who they're wanting. Okay, repetition and structure. And I want you working with the mother energies. So I want you working with Ariel. I want you working with Mother Mary. I want you working with Isis. I want you working with any of your female ancestors that are in spirit. I want you working with the mother energy. Okay. And so, Amy, let's have a look at beautiful Amy. Oh, Amy, you're 80% psychic. Woohoo! You're not blocked. You're not blocked. Full stop. You're not blocked. I do want you to work with your root chakra. Okay. Amy, I would love to see you working with Archangel Haniel. You have an outstanding gift, Amy Wilshire. Have you and I worked together? Because you feel like I know you. Yeah, you're oh Christ, you're fantastic. You have got a guide with you. I'm going to try to tell you that your guide's name, Amy. You've actually got a guy called Jack with you, and he was in London in he was a Georgian man in London. What did you do, Jack? Huh. He actually sold tin. He sold tin. Why are you her guide, Jack? Are you of the light? I am, yeah. He knew you in that life. What was her name? You were called Teresa in that life. He was your brother. Oh, Jennifer, thank you, darling. So that's Jack. He was your brother who sold tin in Georgian times in London. There you go. Couldn't make it up if I tried. Jennifer, let's have a look at you, sweetie. Let's have a look at your psychic ability. 85%. 85%. Jennifer, you're not blocked, are you, my darling? Who's with Jennifer? Do you know anyone called Pat? Huh? Do you know anyone called Pat in the spirit world? Pat Patricia in the spirit world? I've got someone with you calling themselves Pat, and it's female. Well, what I'm being told is that this was a Pat Patricia, and she's calling herself Pat. Patricia, that's what I'm getting. And she was a relative. Well, you've got a lady called Pat that's with, okay. And she's okay. Let's just move Pat aside. Who's with Jennifer as a guide? Oh, she doesn't want to be moved aside. Pat is works with I don't know who she is, but I do feel like she's connected to your family. She doesn't want to be moved aside. She's really here. What is it you want to say? I believe there's a younger female around you that she's concerned about, a couple of years younger than you, somebody that's suffering with anxiety in some way. So I don't know who this is, love, whether this is a cousin or something like that. I'm just telling you because she doesn't want to be moved aside. And you've definitely got Archangel Gabriel guiding you as well. Right. She's concerned. Okay, well, she's concerned about this younger female, sweetheart. I know my daughter suffers from that. Chi, yeah, I'll check for you quickly, and then I'm going to start wrapping this up. 64% psychic at the minute, my darling. I wouldn't give my 17-year-old marijuana personally. Not personally. It would be an absolute disaster. If you saw me on weed, you'd understand. 65% psychic. Okay, so everybody, I do have that one place available on the Complete Medium. And the Spirit Center is just £20 at the minute. It is going up. I'm getting rid of the $9.99 level, and I'm only going to be having the level where you get the free reading and the activation. I'm going to wish you all an incredible weekend. I'm sending you all so much love. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye, YouTube. We love you. Bye-bye.